I know you're wondering, why in the heck would you want to start an appliance repair company in 2025? I'm sure you're looking for opportunities, but you just don't know where to go or look at. So today we're going to talk about the opportunities in appliance repair and why I think it's a good choice for you to start an appliance repair company in 2025. All right, so we'll just start with the broad overview here. You have the opportunity, you have the market, you have the financials, and then most importantly, you have the mindset. And a lot of people will really need to work on the mindset. But let's go ahead and get into this. Opportunity. Appliance repair, you have a lot of opportunity to have to visit someone's home. You have a lot of appliances in someone's home or in a customer's home that you probably never thinking about. You have at least 6 opportunities for you to have a service call. So you have an oven or cooktop. So you could have an oven, a wall oven, and then you could have a cooktop that's in the counter. So that's 2 different opportunities right there. All right. You have a refrigerator. Every household has a refrigerator. If the refrigerator's down, you know, the whole house is just out of whack. You have meats that are going to spoil. You're going to have your dairy products that are going to spoil. You're going to have baby formula. You could even have medicine. A lot of people don't think about that, but a lot of customers have medicine that have to be refrigerated. And if that refrigerator is not up and or that freezer is not up, then they're in the worlds of trouble. They're in the worlds of hurt. So that's a really big opportunity. And that's the one appliance that most families cannot live without. If their refrigerator's down, they have tons of trouble. You're going to have them having coolers, trying to keep their meats and whatnot cool so that they don't spoil. And with inflation, the price of meat and dairy, we've been talking about eggs in the news. Look at that. The eggs are $5 and $6. And once you place those eggs in a refrigerated state, they have to stay in that refrigerated state. You know, fresh eggs, you can leave them on the counter for up to 2 weeks without refrigerating. But these eggs that you get from the store, they've been refrigerated and they need to continue to be refrigerated. So that's a big opportunity right there. And that's number 3 is the refrigerator. Next is the washer. A lot of families, they're not going to the laundromat. I know my wife, she's not going to the laundromat, guys. So we definitely have to have that washer. That washing machine is a very, very crucial part of the household. Some families do laundry daily. You know, some wait to the weekend. So some families can wait a little bit on the washer repair, but some, it is a daily function of their life to wash. So you definitely have an opportunity there to get a service call off of a washing machine. The next, we're gonna have a dryer. So we're down 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's 5 opportunities right there. So we're on the dryer now. Most families aren't going to hang up clothes, and they don't have clotheslines out in their backyard. Most HOAs and communities don't even allow for clotheslines to be in the backyard. So you either have a small rack in your laundry room where they would hang up clothes to dry. But most families aren't doing that. Most families are going to dry their laundry. So you're at 5 opportunities to be in someone's household right there. And just think about your household. Can you go without these things that I've named? Your oven, your cooktop, your refrigerator, that's a big one there. Your washer, your dryer. We hadn't even got to your microwave yet. That microwave is one that some people can substitute for the oven or the cooktop. Me, I don't use a microwave like that, so I would have to have an oven or a cooktop. But some households have to have that that microwave. They're warming up their coffee, if nothing else. But we really need you guys to think, can you do without a microwave? And most of the time the answer is no, especially if you have young kids. They're always in that microwave. I know mine are. So we're at 6 opportunities, 7 opportunities right there for you to be in someone's household and they need your services. We're looking really, really good here. I mean, really dang good. And we still have the dishwasher. And sometimes some people go crazy about the dishwasher. I hand wash most dishes myself because I just like it. I was raised in that. But some people cannot live without a dishwasher. A dishwasher is pretty low on the totem pole when we have emergency calls. So that's going to be probably the last thing, because most people can wash dishes, that we would go after if we have a really busy season. But to some people, it is an emergency if you don't have that dishwasher going. So look here, we're at what? I think that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's number 7 right there, a dishwasher. So you have 7 opportunities to be in a customer's household to make a profit. That's pretty good. So if you take just a small community of 100 houses and you times that by 7, so you have 7 opportunities out of a house, out of a community of 100 houses. And most communities have well over that, you know. So when you start to think like that and you let those numbers multiply, you really have a lot of opportunity to help a customer out. Also, that's just lots and lots of profit floating around. And we want to talk about you getting some of that in 2025. So let's move on. All right, so the market for appliance repair. Now, I got these numbers off of Google, so we'll take them with a grain of salt. But it says appliance prices have more than 30% increase from 2020 to now. So we've had a 30% increase in the price of appliances. Now, I could see that with the way inflation is, and we talked about earlier the example of the eggs are at about $6 a dozen. So I could see realistically that a 30% increase from 2020 to 2025 is realistic. That sounds about right. So if appliances are going up 30%, it's more than likely, if the repair isn't too expensive or isn't at, more than half of the cost of that appliance, you're going to have lots of customers who want to have their appliances fixed rather than them throwing them out and getting new appliances. So with that being said, that gives you a lot of opportunity. And with that, people want to try to keep their appliances a little bit longer. With the way money's not stretching because of inflation, people want to try and keep their appliances as long as possible. That's just more opportunity for you in 2025. I know this might be a long video, but if you're liking the content and everything's making sense to you, I want you to go down in the comments and put a 1. If this is making sense to you and this is resonating with you, man, these opportunities are out there. And there are more and more housing developments going up. I'm in the South, I'm in Texas. There are houses everywhere going up every day. And they might not need your services right now, but sooner or later, those appliances are going to get a little bit older and start to break. Are you going to have children slamming microwave doors or hanging on the doors? Children leaving refrigerator doors open in the summer, and then we're getting that call because it's not cooling properly. So go ahead and put a 1 in the comments down there if this is making sense to you guys. We're going to keep going. Repairs tend to be more cost effective than replacing the appliance. We kind of touched on that. So if you can take $200, $300 to fix your refrigerator, you don't want to spend $1,200 to $2,000 to get a new one. So automatically, they're calling. Somebody's calling you. They want you out there. They want that help. They want you out there immediately on a refrigerator. All right, so that's a good thing. It's giving you more opportunity in 2025. Next, the DIY trend is slowly fading away. We used to have people who would try and fix everything. I know my dad never, ever called anyone to fix anything. I mean, never. And I grew up kind of like that. And being hands-on with a lot of things, that's what kind of helped me in the appliance repair industry. But I grew up watching him never, ever wanting to call anyone to help fix anything. And there's a lot of people who grew up like that. But with the onset of more complex appliances, with more computers off in them, people are not fixing their appliances like they used to, or fixing anything. You used to have what we would call shade tree mechanics down here in Texas. And you can find a shade tree mechanic just about everywhere. You know, somebody in some neighborhood knew a guy that could fix something. He could work on this car, get this engine going. He could take care of you. But now you don't see that as much. Why? Because everything has a computer in it, even your appliances. And it's intimidating for a lot of folks. And with that being said, that's where you come in, the tech that's not intimidated, the one who's going to fix the appliance and make the customer happy, make them whole, and they're ready to go. They're ready to pay you because you help solve a problem that they had. And look at here, everybody loves a problem solver, everybody. And you want to be the #1 problem solver for the customers with these appliances being down. Let's move on. So the market, we have a great market, especially in Texas. Now, you don't have to be in Texas. There's growth everywhere in the South. And I'm sure even up in the North and on the West Coast, these guys are still breaking appliances. Things are happening. They're going out. Computers are going bad. There are lots of things happening. But overall, we have a market where more people are working at home. So with remote work, you have even more of an opportunity because normally people would, get up in the morning, leave to go to work, and the house is vacant. So nobody's touching these appliances, but they're getting used a lot more often now. My wife works from home. There's someone in this house at all times. And ovens, microwaves are always getting used. Washing machines, dryers are always getting used. Why? Because someone's there and things have to be done. So they're being utilized more. And with the utilization comes the wearing down of these appliances. And that's where you come in. So 2025 is looking good for you. I know you're here. If you made it here this long, I want you to go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you like this content, because this channel is all about businesses. And we specialize in working a full-time job and doing appliance repair on the side. And if that's something that you're interested in, I need you to continuously look out for the videos that will be coming. We have a whole playlist available for you guys to go down. If you go in there and look for our playlist for appliance repair businesses, we can help you out. This is what we do. I work a full-time job every day, and I run appliance repair calls after that. I run some on the weekends also. So if this is the content that you need and you're not ready to make that jump fully all the way in as a full-time appliance repair technician and company, stay tuned. We have a lot of information coming. Also, you can go down below and get on our email list and newsletter list. We'll send it out once a week. We'll send you new information on how to make your business better, and also we'll give you tips on repairs. We can also get you started. So if you like that, go ahead and put your email down below and get on that email list, that newsletter list. Also, we have affiliate links down below for some of the tools and starter kits that can help you out. So let's go ahead and jump down below and subscribe, get on the email list for us. All right. Let's get to the financial side over here. Why is appliance repair particularly a great business to start? I know there are some people who might just love whatever it is they do in life, but most people get up every day and go to work because they need to make money. And with appliance repair, it's an easy barrier to get into because, for one, down here in Texas and the southern states, you don't have to have a license to get involved. So that lowers the barrier to entry. Also, you have low overhead. You don't have to have a storefront. You can have a virtual office. That lowers the barrier to entry because most offices or storefronts are going to run you upward of $2,500 a month if it's a storefront. If you just have a small shop, that could probably run you around $1,000 to $1,700 if it's just a small spot. So with that being said, you don't have that cost. So you are already ahead of the game there. Also, you can start this with no employees. You don't have to immediately go out and hire employees. Some appliance repair companies are single member shops. They run the business and they also own the company. So you don't ever have to have employees if you don't want to. That's how I learned from Mike Sneed at ABC, Appliance Bootcamp. And he doesn't really run any employees. So you can start your company, maintain your company, and run your company as a single member. So that right there is a plus, and you also don't have that fee. So that makes appliance repair that much greater for you guys. There's a low cost of inventory that you have to have. Now, if you run in commercial, that might be a different story, but residential, you don't have to carry any inventory if you don't want to. Now, I don't run like that. That's for something a little bit later and more advanced, but you could go out, diagnose, and then get a deposit, go pick up the part and come back. You can run your business like that. So there's a low barrier to entry because you don't have to have a lot of inventory on your truck. You just need the skills to pay the bills. Also, there are not really many expensive tools. You'll have a few specialty tools, but the tools that you're going to use are really not that expensive. You're going to have your multimedia, your lights. You're going to have your electricity probes, electrical probes, sockets, screwdrivers, things like that. And those things really aren't expensive. If you want a comprehensive list of items that I carry and the affiliate links, you can look for that right over here. I'll link it up in the description somewhere up in here, well, up in the video. So you can go to that video and then you can see the tools that you need to get started. All you need are the basic skills. We can get you, we have another video on how to start getting those skills, how to acquire those skills if you don't already have them. We do recommend the school, ABC, Appliance Bootcamp. That's where I got my start. But you can do a lot of this on your own. You can pick up appliances, take them apart, and figure it out. There's a great book, The Appliance The name slips me right now, but it's an appliance book. It's like the appliance Bible. It's about that thick right there. So I'll get that link down in the description, and you can pick that book up on Amazon. I think it's about $30 to $40, and it'll get you going in the right direction. If you would take the time and read that every night, it'll give you a good foundation. But there's no substitute for hands-on training. So like I said, I would recommend Appliance Bootcamp, or you can start doing it by picking up appliances in conjunction with that appliance repair book. I call it the Appliance Repair Bible. I'll put that link down below. All right, what you guys really want to know, the numbers. So these numbers are going to be based on someone who's doing this part-time. This is what we teach. So let's break down the numbers. A typical service call is gonna earn you about $170 to about $300, and most repairs take between 1 to 2 hours. Just working on a part-time basis. Let's look at that. So if you do just 2 weekend repairs, and you successfully complete those, these are bare bones basic numbers, you can make between $340 and $600 a weekend. That's pretty good. So, you know, if you take the time to study and to do your pre-diagnosis before you go out, you might have in total 6 to 8 hours in that $340 to $600. Now that sounds really good because you still have your full-time job. These are low numbers right here, but until you get your feet up under you, you don't want to try and take on too many calls. You just want to do the basic 2 repairs a weekend. You can do both of those on Saturday, so you can still have your Sunday out. Now, if you look at the numbers for the month, that's a total of about 8 repairs. That's not $100, but $1,360 to $2,400. So you can make an extra paycheck or two depending on your current position and what you make, just with about 8 hours of, not 8 hours of work, but with 8 service calls. And depending on how good you are and how fast you learn, that right there is going to determine how many hours it takes. But, you know, if you're taking 2 hours per repair and a total of 8 hours a weekend, look at you. You got 8, 16, 24, and 32 hours put into that a month, and you got an extra 2,400, extra 1,300 to 2,400. I don't think you can beat that working a job. You know, you're not even putting in a full 40 hours. I mean, you do the math. You tell me down below in the comments if you don't think that that's good for starting out on the weekends, just doing 2 repairs a weekend. And it's not going to take you all that time once you put in the actual studying and then the practice. It's not going to take you that long for a lot of these repairs. So down in the comments below, just say yes if this sounds like something that you would be interested in. You don't have to go at this full-fledged. You don't have to quit your job and just go out the door with no income. You want to keep some steady backing behind you. You could get out there and say that this isn't for you. You don't like appliance repair. You don't like dealing with customers. But I want you in 2025 to give this an honest try. Give this a fair shake. Because if you can make an extra $2,400 a month, what does an extra $2,400 a month represent to you, your household, your family? With only being gone maybe 32 hours out of the whole month. Extra. You know, I don't know. To me, it seems very, very much worth it, and it just doesn't seem worth it. I know it is worth it because we've been able to take more trips and not worry about Christmases and things like that. You know, so that money that we make, it really puts a buffer between life and myself, and it can do the same thing for you. So with that being said, yearly, that's about an extra 16,000 to 28,000. What could you actually do with an extra, let's just say 15,000? If you made an extra $15,000 a year, what does that represent to your family? What does that look like? Some people might have child support. They could be single fathers. And that extra money, what does that represent for you? That income back in your life, in your wallet. So in the comments below, could you tell me if you had, we're not even gonna go on the high side, we're just gonna go on the low side. So an extra $15,000 a year, what would you do? What would you be able to accomplish with an extra $15,000 a year? Put that down in the comments for me. $15,000 a year. Put what that could do for you. All right, guys. All right, so let's look at the market gap that we have. We have a lot of people who never even thought about appliance repair as a business, and we have a lot of people who don't know that the workforce is aging. There are lots and lots of old techs. And if you just want to do a small experiment before you even jump into the appliance repair industry, look up and find where they sell appliance repair parts at. And just on a Friday or a day off, go in there, either early in the morning or midday, or just park outside and look at who's going in. Look at the age demographic of the people going into that parts store. And then you come back and watch this video again. These guys are older. Hell, I'm 43. I'm not a 20-year-old. I may have a good 18, 19 years left on me. You young guys who are 19, 18, maybe 25, you got the world ahead of you. And this right here can open up so many doors for you. You know, AI is not coming to take your appliance repair job. You know, it's going to be a long time before robots come in and take your job, can actually walk into a house, talk with the customer, diagnose their appliance, fix their appliance, and walk out paid. It's gonna be a long time before that robot does that. So with that being said, I need you to give this an honest look. Don't forget, down below, get on that email list, a newsletter, and we can get you more information. Also in the comments, if you need additional help, just type help down in the comment box and we'll get with you and get you some more resources. All right, guys, so after you've done that exercise, you found a couple of appliance repair places, as far as stores where they sell the appliance repair parts, because you'll need to know that anyway if you get into the business. So when you look and see the demographic and the older population of techs, there is a gateway for you to jump right in here, but there's no gatekeeper. I'm not gatekeeping. I'm trying to help you get in. So when you come back and you watch this video and you see that these guys are older and we don't have a lot of techs jumping in, there's golden opportunity for you to take this game, take this industry by the horns and make it your own. And that's what I want you to do. Make the life that you want for you and your family. You can do it. I can do it. I'm just a regular guy from Dallas, Oak Cliff. Man, I grew up in Highland Hills, right there where all the rappers talking about they're from. Man, I was happy to get out. I was happy to get out. I love my community. I love my neighborhood. But I was happy to get out of there and make a life for myself and my family and my kids. Yeah. So you can be from whatever neighborhood. If you just put your mind to it, you can get in here and you can make a major difference for yourself and your family. These right here, it's going to be aging population of appliance repair companies and techs. It's going to be low barrier to entry. You're going to have a high demand because you have 6 to 7 different opportunities to be in any household to help them out and to get them back up and running. You're going to be able to get a lot more better rates now because inflation's going up. That means the price of parts going up. You're going to make a little off those parts. So then you're going to be able to make more money in your pocket. And you have the power to negotiate because you are the business owner. You can use the appliance blue book, or you can charge market rates. You can charge flat rates. That's going to be up to you and your business model, however you decide that you're going to run your business. But you're going to be able to, as prices increase, you're going to be able to charge more. So with that being said, you have a lot of market gaps that you can get into, specialty niches, and you have a lot of market opportunity with the low barrier to entry. So I definitely want you guys to consider this appliance repair. The last thing I want to talk about is mindset. I think mindset is the key on anything that you do. If you don't have the right mindset, you're not going to succeed with anything. And that's just a fact. If you believe you can, you can. If you believe you can't, you can't. You're going to have to look fear in the face, grab it by the horns and say, hey, no matter if it knocks me down or not, I'm going to get up and I'm going to keep going. It's just like exercising. Everybody know they need to exercise. Everybody know that the simple things that we used to do in school, where we used to do jumping jacks and push-ups and run around the track, everyone knows those things make you healthy. Everyone knows those things keep you going. They make you fit, but they don't want to do it. It's the same with this appliance repair. You can just get in it if you got the right mindset. You can do it. You have to have the right mindset. It's really, really simple. We know what we need to do, yet we don't do it. All you need to do is to get the information, and we got a lot of information to give. But you have to have the right mindset. You have to know that you can do it without a shadow of a doubt. No matter if you have hard times, no matter if you mess up a few times, that is totally okay. If you ever played football and you were a running back, or you were on the offensive line and you had to have the A gap and the B gap and the C gap, you're going to forget sometimes. You're going to make mistakes. It is okay to make mistakes. Get that out of your head. It is okay to make mistakes. It is okay to fail at some things, but you don't fail. You have learning opportunities. You're going to mess up, and that's fine. Don't let anybody tell you that's not fine, because it is. You're going to hit roadblocks, but that is okay. As long as you have this strong mindset, you're going to be all right. I'm here, right here with you. You can come to this channel and we're going to give you encouragement. We're going to try and help you as much as we can. Don't fret, but you just need to have the mindset to know that you can do it no matter what roadblocks or hurdles come in front of you, whatever jumps out, whatever pitfalls there may be. You can do it, and you'll get it done. So with that being said, if you need more help, you can always get on our newsletter, and we're going to be sending out great information to help you guys out. If you need tools, need to know what tools to get, we're going to have that linked. Like I told you earlier, we're going to have a video up here where you can click it and see the most common tools you use, what I keep in my bag, and we'll have the affiliate links down below so that you can get them. We'll also link the appliance Bible, what I like to call it for lack of better terms. But we'll have that linked, and you can pick that up on Amazon for $30 or $40 to get you going. And we'll also have playlists for the business so that you can click on these videos and you can save them and come back to them.